Good evening and welcome to Hudson Valley Week in Review, where we look back at the people, places, and issues making news in Ulster County and the region. I'm Greene. Tonight we begin in Wallkill, where the Archbishop of New York went behind bars to celebrate Mass this week. Cardinal Timothy Dolan held a pre-Thanksgiving Mass on Monday at the Wallkill Correctional Facility, a medium security prison in Ulster County. The service was held in the prison chapel with about 100 inmates and staff members in attendance. The correctional facility houses about 500 male inmates, with almost 32% of them Catholic. Visiting prisons around the holidays is a tradition for the Archbishop. He explains why in the opening monologue of his Mass.
I try especially to be with you at holiday time. I mean, I guess it's about the truest thing in the world to say that none of you guys are especially happy to be here, and that life here has its share of difficulties, and that you'd rather be back home with family and friends. But it's particularly hard at holiday time, isn't it? When you miss your family and friends even more. And now, of course, we're beginning the holidays with Thanksgiving and Advent and Christmas and New Year. So I try my best to visit all of you during this season, just to let you know that we are with you and that we are thinking of you and praying with and for you, and that you're in our holiday thoughts and prayers. What a beautiful chapel you've got. Father Frank, this is amazing as I get around to the different facilities, the correctional institutions throughout New York. I always admire where they have Mass and prayer. But this is unique here that you've got your own chapel. I understand we're high up, huh? I know we're high up because we almost had a heart attack on the steps. But we're closer to heaven, right? We're closer to heaven. So, boy, oh boy, thank God for the gift of this wonderful Catholic chapel. I thank you for the inspiration that you give. You could be sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. You could be sitting around dreaming up stuff that might not be that happy or healthy or holy. And yet you said, nope, God's important to me. Prayer is important to me. Worship is important to me. My soul is important to me. The Mass is important to me. And I need God. And I want to be there at Mass. And I thank you, brothers, for that inspiration. Most of all, we thank God, don't we, as Thanksgiving comes near. And what I'd like to suggest is it's easy for us to thank God for our families and friends, the blessings of health that we live in the United States. But what I'd like to thank God because He's a God who always gives us a second chance. And you guys know that better than anybody. For God, the past doesn't count as long as we've let Him know we're sorry. Once we say those magic words, He can care less about the past. All He cares about is the present and the future. And He's a God, He's a Lord of second chances who never, ever gives up on us. We might give up on Him. He never, ever gives up on us. He always wants to give us a second chance. The judge might not give you a second chance. The parole board might not give you a second chance. Your attorney might not give you a second chance. The Lord always does. And I don't know about you, but that makes me shout out, thank you. Thank you, Lord. You're a Lord of second chances.
Cardinal Dolan's visit comes just weeks after the Archdiocese of New York announced that a number of Catholic churches across the state, including several in Dutchess and Ulster counties, will be merging. 112 parishes in total will be affected by the reorganization by either closing or consolidating. That includes the Church of St. James in Milton, which will merge with the Church of St. Mary in Marlborough. Kingston's Church of St. Peter is also set to merge with the city's Church of St. Mary. We asked the Archbishop for his take on the plans following the service.
You know what? I'm immensely grateful to my priests and people because there's admitted deep sorrow. And there is some anger out there, I can't deny that. But in general, what I've been hearing from the people, as sad as we are, as even at first as angry as we are, we know a lot of this has to be done for the strength and the future of the church. We just can't go on preserving huge buildings that we don't need anymore. We have to be about the work of the gospel. I got to free up more priests so they can come here. We got to use more of our resources to help these guys as they leave prison. These are the beautiful works of charity and justice that we want to fortify, and we'll be able to if we don't have to spend all the money and use all our priests and leaders for parishes that are a couple blocks away from each other that could come together. That's my hope.
When we come back, we'll take a look at a new program aiming to bring first-time home buyers to Kingston. Stay with us.